Trying not to lose my shit. I'm just trying not to lose my shit.
This love has taken its toll on me. She said goodbye too many times before.
Can you like
Echoing a little bit?
yeah, so we're on the thing here?
Yeah, it's echoing a bit. I don't know why.
That might be you. I'm sorry. That's definitely not me.
All
Okay.
right, well.
Guess we're gonna have to deal with what we got at the moment.
Let's go, buddy. I ain't got all day.
You know what? I don't gotta buy shit then. I'll buy the drone device anyway. I'll just fucking leave. There you go.
It kind of looks like Clank's head.
It kind of does. But what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of TemGameBoyz.
Good, everybody.
All right, so we were just taking a whole week break from before because I also wanted to get a lot of shit done with you know, the EHG stuff. But we also got a major announcement. So with this, I'm going to go ahead and put this on a little bit of a, I would say, like a preview of what we're doing so far. So with that, let's go ahead and go to the sponsor today. And welcome back. Hey,
Oh, never mind.
you gotta really time this stuff with me. I like this type of stuff really's gotta be timed properly. We don't time this properly at all. Like it's very, very bad on our part. We gotta work together on this.
Yeah.
It's fine, but it's fine. We'll go ahead and figure out something. But yeah, that's the announcement. And if you guys want to know, the link is in the description. There you go. But
Support us. We're broke. We need the money.
yeah, or if not, you know, you could hit a like, hit a subscribe, and, you know, turn your notification. Hit that bell, you know, because, you know, that's what YouTube wants now all the time. Again, not it has nothing to do with the subscribe button or anything, but no, YouTube wants something special out of this.
Yeah, I really don't understand why YouTube added the fucking, like, I do not understand why YouTube added any of the, like, added the freaking, like, bell icon in the first place. That doesn't make any sense.
So, you see, like, I don't mind the bell icon. It's just that the problem is, sadly, is that people have a fucking short, yo, what is up with this guy? Has a short attention span.
I don't even think it's really the attention span that's the problem. It's the fact that my big issue with the bell icon is that it literally just does what the hell the original fucking, like, it just does what the hell the original subscribe button is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, why not just have that be the thing?
No, well, it's because of the attention span. It's like when you go ahead and put people in wanting the whole thing, like, well, we subscribe, but we don't want all the notifications, blah blah blah. And they're like, jeez, man, it's like that's the point of you subscribing to the channel, you know. But God forbid that we want people to support us, and you know. And then the problem is that simply when we want people to support us, we don't get it because of the simple fact that people just want to support the dumbest of things. So there's that. But yeah, that's one major thing for YouTube. I sure as hell I'm not gonna be a TikTok creator. Get the fuck out of here with that. Like you can miss me real quick on the bullshit with that. Cause I heard a lot of BS from that. You're awfully quiet today.
Nah, it's nothing. I just realized nothing. I'm just still to this day realizing why the hell, not realizing, but more or less getting kind of pissed off at the fact that there are just a bunch of people who don't seem to understand that the biggest and most annoying thing about most corporations and companies in general is their overabundance of stupidity.
Mm-hmm. Like
And I
you,
feel like that's something I need to personally realize.
like what do you mean? Like in what way? If you could give me an example.
Well, as we just said, YouTube changing the fucking subscribe feature and basically making the website worse every few years. Another one is basically, oh boy. Another one is definitely the idea of fucking video game companies not re-releasing older video games in an accessible way.
Yeah,
I understand if PlayStation doesn't want to give any of its newer exclusives on PC or anything like that. But here's the thing that I wondered. Why the actual shiitake aren't we getting some of the older games re-released for PC? I would love to play Ratchet and Clank with mouse and keyboard controls. That'd be fucking amazing.
I can understand in many different ways why. I don't know if I could destroy those damn ships. I'll figure out.
Okay, fine. If you say, oh, it's because they want people to get the PlayStation. Well, if that's the case, then why the fuck are we still playing the Ratchet and Clank games via the PlayStation 3 ports of them?
So, well, no, I wasn't gonna say that. Like, I can understand because I know they were making like a nice good amount on the PC area, so I don't know why they did so. What I just don't understand is why they don't make like a portal thing like what Xbox did for the Xbox Pass, like to be able to play on PC. So
that's the thing, because with PlayStation Plus Premium, you can stream games on your computer. In fact, that's what I actually did for a while. I got PlayStation Now, and I was able to stream PlayStation on my computer. That's how I did my original Let's Plays of Sly Cooper on my fucking computer. But for some strange reason, not giving us the ability to download and play a lot of these older games on PC is just stupid. Create a version of the Ratchet and Clank trilogy on the goddamn computer that we can play with mouse and keyboard, maybe some graphical updates here and there, maybe throw in some extra mini games and shit, and boom, you've got yourself a perfect mix of badassery. Put that on Steam for $40.
yeah,
You're printing money. Literally printing money.
I could agree with that, and definitely because that's definitely like a moneymaker for those who like the retro gaming areas. But then, what's the sad part about this is that on the other spot, a lot of these guys are not really supporting them. It's like so like when
What do you mean not supporting them?
so like for instance, you saw that Nintendo came out with a rehash of the Fire Red and the Leaf Green, right?
Yeah.
So each game is $20. $20 initially, $20, and now you have upgrades and stuff. Like for instance, I'm trying to get rid of this damn thing. Where do I get rid of this damn thing here? But
Yeah, that thing is like those fucking things are like the worst part of this goddamn level.
yeah. So, for instance, like the actual what the fuck, bro? There's no way that I'm missing this thing. That those things have to lock on. But okay, no problem.
But yeah, that's the biggest problem with this level. Everything, it's a pain.
Everything is just a major pain for that. But no. So like things like that, where like a lot of people see like the re-releases of the classic games that they want, but then now when the companies resell them, they're not wanting to buy it anymore. And it's like, oh, well, you know what? Why would I do that? Because I'm actually doing the emulator. I could get the game for free. I'm like, well, here's the thing. You want them to keep on selling the old games, right? Some emulator shops, especially when, like, you know, Nintendo taking them fucking down. Like, if you're going to take them down, at least just resell the shit. And then... Yeah,
and Nintendo does resell the games. Yeah, I think that's the big... I also think that is, you know, like a big problem where a lot of people will say, oh, we want Nintendo to give us these types of things or redo these things.
Yeah.
But I think it's because the emulators create a better experience as well. Like, I feel like people don't just want these old games re-released, they want them re-released with like a lot of extra bells and whistles and upgrades. Like, if you're gonna re-release an older version of a game, you gotta handle it the same way most people who re-release games do. Like, for example, the modern day Xbox versions of Psychonauts 1, it's basically just a port of the Steam version of the game because that's the best version of Psychonauts 1.
Yeah, of course.
You know, the Steam version. And same with the Xbox One version of Sonic Unleashed. They actually fixed a lot of the problems people had with Sonic Unleashed back on the Xbox 360, which is why people usually... In fact, I think it's the same thing with the fucking, like, the recomposition, the recomp version of the game as well. Just takes the Xbox One and it just takes the Xbox 360 version and adds all the fucking Xbox One add-ons, which is great. Because everyone loves that. It's like it's like a big ticket thing there.
Yeah,
when it comes down to it, like, people don't just want ports of this shit. They want ports that actually make them say, okay, I'm actually willing to buy it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's just like, to a point, it's like, now, but when you see people or companies actually coming out with the whole thing of, alright, let's actually give these guys the ports, resell it. And, you know, at least if they want to make money off of it. Yes, okay, no problem. Let's do those ports.
Like, yeah, let's give them the ports, but...
Yeah, and then
people don't actually buy them.
People don't actually buy them. And then it's like, what else do you want? It's like, I can see the frustration out of it in both ways. It's just like, now, if we do things, like, because apparently we're going to be getting, right now, a remake of Ocarina of Time. We're gonna get a remake of
I guess that makes sense.
Like an Ocarina of Time. We're gonna get a brand new Star Fox game this summer.
About fucking time.
We're gonna get another 3D Mario, and with that, you know, in order to like get to a point where you're trying to support either both the company and to get what you want, that's why they do it. But then people don't realize that when you don't support, sometimes it does not give a gaming company the ability to do anything of a remaster. Like, for instance, you remember that game a while ago? It was called iNinja, right?
Yeah.
Which we gotta play. Really a great game. So that game had a whole entire sequel set for it. iNinja 2 was made to go ahead and possibly have a sequel to it, because with that they really liked the idea of the game. Sadly, because that nobody played too much of the game, sadly it didn't get the release that it wanted. It didn't get the sequel that they wanted to do, and then people were wondering what happened with the game. And it was because people were not buying it. And as I said, I can understand from a perspective that from people who play retro games and everything have. But then it's like, we can't get anything in any type of aspect for games if they're not supported.
Which, yeah, again, I agree with you on, Nico. I believe that if you really do, like with the Dead Space remake, people want a remake of Dead Space 2. We're not going to get that because the first Dead Space game wasn't that successful. Wasn't as successful as it should have been.
Yeah. Yeah, and that really sucks because I had the game, and in my opinion, it's actually pretty damn good. It's still...
Yeah, I have it too. I got it because Epic Games gave it out for free.
Yeah. And then the games that, as I said, it's just like a 50-50 thing. And as much as I said, I understand where your perspective on that is, but then everybody's also saying like, oh, why don't you just... We're not going to do it because why do I need an emulator? Why I could get an emulator for this? Because the standard gamer is not going to fucking go ahead and download emulators. That's just simple. Like, for instance,
casual gamers probably won't, but like I know for a fact that most gamers I've talked with, both like in person and online, they are emulator nuts. They will get an emulator.
Well, but that's because they have the standard idea of how to grow, how to, like, you know, be able to go ahead and set up an emulator. Like, the standard person that comes out on
They're not. They're not hard to set up. It's like super easy.
No.
Barely an inconvenience.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna come all the way from work after a hard day of work and then just set up an emulator. Boom, like that.
Yeah, no, you kind of just click on the thing and then boot up the game you want to play, and yeah.
Yeah.
Like again, that's what I said. Like casual gamers definitely won't do that, but like, yeah, most gamers.
Like if you're a PC gamer, yes. Like if you know how
Not
like
even just PC gamers either. Like if you have a like I know for a fact that one of my buddies who wanted to, like he has a PlayStation 5 and he says he will not play for PlayStation Premium because he already has all of like the classic PlayStation games
which is fair
on his goddamn like on his
on this thing.
fucking,
Yeah, he has the whole library. That's fair.
yeah, like that's the thing. Like casual gamers, they will put in the effort to get around bullshit if they have to, which I will admit is a bit of a part of the problem. But yeah, I get it. But at the end of the day, I also feel like companies, even if we did support the games we wanted to see more of, would probably still cancel them because, case in point, Star Fox. We should have gotten a new Star Fox game on the Switch 1, and we didn't. And because Nintendo keeps talking about like fucking Star Fox Zero and how that failed, guess what? Star Fox Zero actually made a decent amount of money for Nintendo. It was, again, it wasn't the best game because it really was just a GameCube graphic. It honestly really okay, I'm just gonna be real with you. Star Fox Zero was not that good of a Star Fox game. But Jesus fucking Christ, that game should have been so much better.
Of course, I can agree with that.
Looking for it?
That tower right there. Tower, you die.
You need to blur it up.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but take that with the wrench. No, I take that. Throw my wrench.
Yeah. Ratchet was gonna destroy a reinforced fucking reinforced raritanium tower with just a wrench.
Hey, it's possible.
That would have been something.
It's possible. It's possible.
I mean,
he gets the wrench upgrades.
I kind of miss how Ratchet used to look. Because, like, nowadays he looks, like, super fucking fluffy and, like, cute and cuddly. When, like, here, he looks like a rugged badass, you know? I kind of miss that. I miss the ruggedness of Ratchet. I want them to go back to that for a little bit. Like, keep him looking all cute and fluffy, but, like, no, give him some muscle. Give him some big-ass pecs. I mean, he's supposed to be this guy who can lift weapons that are 3 times his fucking size. Like, come on, that'd be cool.
But he technically still does, but I get your point.
I mean, yeah, he still does, but I mean, like, because Ratchet nowadays, in, like, the newer games, I think ever since the Future series, he's been sort of, like, a cute and fluffy kind of guy, if that makes sense. Like, he doesn't look all rugged and badass like he kind of does in these games. He really does just look like a fluffy dude. Okay, are the lasers supposed to be blocked off, or are they supposed to just be lined up so that they all hit into these little... I can't remember how the fucking trespasser missions... how these trespasser mini games are supposed to
they're
work.
supposed to go ahead and hit every part right here where it's supposed to like hit every like bit of the green, you know what I mean? But like you see like these greens on the wall and stuff like that, it's supposed to hit stuff like that, but it's always something that's in the fucking way for some apparent reason. Don't know why, and it pisses me off.
Annoying as shit.
Yeah, that's why
I remember hating these as a child.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart that. Oh, it brings me to the old one. Okay, fuck you guys majorly.
I hated a lot of things as a child, but I feel like that is one of the things I hated the most. The Trespasser missions and the Trespasser minigames and Ratchet and Clank 1.
The thing I noticed about you is that you want to change a lot of things that really doesn't need that much changing, honestly.
Not necessarily. Like, for example, I always talk about how I think certain things could use reboots and remakes, and usually when I say that, people are like, but not everything needs a reboot and a remake. And I know that. I know not everything needs a reboot and a remake. I'm saying it'd be cool if we got a really good one, because I want to see series that I really liked growing up with. I want to see those shows come back in an interesting and fun way.
Yeah, but
especially if it's a show that's a little dated, like, for example, Ghostbusters. I love the original Ghostbusters. I go back and I watch that movie all the goddamn time. But even I can admit it is kind of creepy how Bill Murray's character basically stalks a woman into liking him. I would love if we got a Ghostbusters remake where we got a character that was basically Bill Murray's character and those two built an organic relationship instead of him just kind of stalking her throughout the whole film.
So is it just literally based on like the tone of what it was like during the time, or is that what you want to change?
No, I just wanted to change that up to be like a more, you know, respectable type thing. Plus, the concept of Ghostbusters is just really fucking cool that I don't really want a series like that to stay dormant. Because currently, I think Sony Pictures owns the rights to Ghostbusters, and they've attempted to make some new Ghostbusters films, but only one of them has been good, and that's Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh my fucking god, bro. What is up with this goddamn...
Yeah, I was kind of trying to distract you from how annoying this puzzle is by talking about Ghostbusters.
Hold on, let me get the fucking goddamn plate walkthrough on this shit.
You know what? There's nothing. Okay, I know some people are probably gonna clown us for this. They're definitely gonna clown me for this because I do this all the time in my live streams. There is nothing shameful about going to a walkthrough to get past a difficult part in a video game. I feel like every gamer at one point in time needed to use a walkthrough for something. Okay.
You know what? I don't want to hear shit from anybody at all for that type of reason. Because, like, all of a sudden, oh, you know what? Why are you using a walkthrough? The same reason why you fucking...
Didn't video gamers used to pay for walkthroughs back in the day?
Yes, like, they did.
Exactly. We used to buy fucking booklets and cheat codes and shit just to play video games.
Yeah, it was a whole... Yeah, so that's the reason why a lot of you need to shut the fuck up in the first place. Every single time we heard some bullshit from you.
I also recently learned why cheat codes aren't a thing anymore.
Why?
Because because back then video game development wasn't the same way that it worked like beforehand. Video game development wasn't the way that it is now. Because nowadays, if you want to develop a video game, you have a video game engine that basically gives you free reign to do whatever the hell you want. And then you get to see from like the player's perspective. Video game designing did not work that way at all. So what you had to do was you had to code into the game. Like as you were building the game, you had to code into the game to basically give you as a developer master control over that type of shit. And in order for that to work, you would have to make it a specific code so that players couldn't just, you know, beat your game randomly. Which of course would eventually lead to people learning cheat codes and basically unlocking the developer modifications of games. And even long after that type of practice ended, like during the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 era of video games, where people didn't really need to do that anymore because game engines became like the main way people develop video games, it was such a common practice to just have little Easter eggs and codes in your game that people just started doing it. But the reason they stopped is because, you know, it kind of saved time to not do that.
Yep.
So no more big head mode.
Yeah.
It sucks.
But to be honest, I didn't see the reason for big head mode. I didn't like it. I was like, eh.
It was funny. It was kind of funny.
It was kind of funny, but there's a time where it can be very, very annoying.
I think that was that was a part of the joke. You don't need to use your okay, never mind.
Because I want to. You know what? I have the ability to do so, now I want to. They're gone.
Just wasting missiles.
I'll
don't waste a missile on a gristle that ain't gonna get you nothing back. That sounded a lot cooler in my head.
That sounds like some type of Tennessee shit that you just came up with. I don't know why.
Actually, it's a Texan phrase.
Ew. Never mind. Even worse.
Damn! What did Texas ever do to you?
Fucking.
Besides give us some Cowboys.
The Cowboys, sure. The guys that have won a fucking goddamn Super Bowl in like 6-7 years. I don't want to hear nothing from them.
Yeah, I will admit, I feel like the Cowboys probably wouldn't get as much flack as they do for not winning the Super Bowl if Texas didn't keep hyping their asses up. Like, literally, the main thing Texans be doing is hyping up the goddamn Cowboys all the goddamn time. And trying to make them out as, like, the best fucking team ever.
I hate that shit. Below, yeah, like I hate that shit.
Oh, the drones just take hits for you.
Jones, thank you for. Oh, fuck you, Jones. Oh,
Hey, they helped you. They were almost there.
I well,
Almost there.
I did get that there. I got that there. So cool. All right, cool, Jones. Never mind. You guys were helpful.
Alright, just gonna have to move it.
There you go. I got my mag lift. Oh snap! Upside down world. Hello.
I feel like the main reason why I think a lot of older stuff should probably get rebooted or remade is simply because I feel like it has a lot of outdated shit in it. Especially when it comes to like how certain character relationships are handled. Because like there are so many goddamn fucking TV shows and movies where the fucking characters end up with someone simply because they kept pestering them about it over and over. Which I think just kind of sends a bad message to young boys. Like, no, asking your crush out 50 million times isn't gonna eventually lead to them dating you.
Of course not. Is
Like, I feel like, because, like, unless they play that off as a joke and make it like a, oh yeah, duh, that's obviously not gonna work. I think we should probably remake some TV shows and change it, you know?
if that
It doesn't teach that message.
like is that really like as I said, like I understand the reason behind it, but is that really one of the main reasons of why you want to do so? Like I
I mean,
understand.
that's just an example. That's just an example. Another reason why is because I feel like a lot of these older stories, as interesting and as fun as they are, could obviously, for the most part, okay, you might want to just switch to another gun. Okay, never mind. You got it handled. But another reason why I feel like a lot of things could be remade is simply because I feel like there's just, with the amount of technology, money, and time that we have, we could expand upon a lot of these ideas and concepts in ways that the original artists or, you know, writers never could. Oh, the game we're playing right now, Ratchet and Clank, is a perfect example of it. Because the remake, even though it does water down the story a lot, I generally think that a second remake of not just this game, but the second and third games, which everyone knows were rushed to holy hell, could be perfectly well put together in a way that we could never expect.
This
Because like
pain
I love the second and third Ratchet and Clank games, but we can both admit that those games are rushed to hell.
Yeah.
Let's go fuck up Captain Quark and his big ass.
Oh shit.
For those of you who don't know, Captain Quark is canonically thick. And that's not me being a pervert. That, like, he says that himself in the games.
You see, you can't really go ahead and get to a point of, oh, you know what? We gotta go ahead and have, like, we can't teach boys these lessons, but then saying shit like this is like, oh, well, he's canonically thick.
I'm saying stuff like that as a joke. When I'm talking about, like, actual storytelling and how we could change shit, by the way, this boss battle was annoying as fuck.
I can do it.
Are you sure you can do it?
Got it.
Are you doing it?
Got it.
You got it?
Got it. I got it.
But yeah, like, I'm saying that more as a joke, not as like a serious thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The weird part is about this is just that a lot of these kids don't even know the difference between a damn joke, and it's very sad. Because
I mean, yes, I understand that, which is, and again, I do want new, and again, a lot of people will probably say like, oh, so does this mean that you don't want new shit? You just want remakes? Which no. I'm saying that I feel like we need a mix of original stuff and remade stuff, if that makes sense. Like, to some extent, we should definitely be getting a bunch of original shows, cartoons, and ideas, because I am sick and tired of The Simpsons, Rick and Morty, Family Guy, and what else? And South Park being the only long-running television shows. Like, I want other people to come up with ideas for long-running TV shows, because, goddamn, I want new long-running shows that don't get canceled after 3 seasons. But I also genuinely believe, but I also do think that some shows and TV shows and movies and whatnot should get remade because they have a lot of potential to be 10 times better than they already are. And I feel like a remake or a reboot could allow them to fully flesh that potential out. Again, a perfect example, the Dead Space remake. The Dead Space remake did for Dead Space what I feel like all remakes should do for their like for their video games and shit. They should expand upon the original idea in a fun and interesting way while still bringing you a new, like overall just bringing you a new experience.
Yeah, I
That
understand
makes
that.
old fans and new fans happy.
Yeah, I
Captain
understand.
Cork, you better get your big crimson chinned ass over here.
He does kind of look
Does
like
look like
Crimson Chin,
the
yeah.
crimson chin. I hate that we didn't have that many missiles.
I don't know
Oh,
why.
you can shoot those.
Yeah, it's actually when I'm hitting them, it's not letting me.
Okay. I think you're supposed to dodge them because you don't have enough to. Oh.
Yeah, but
I mean, you almost got him down entirely.
Yeah, to be fair, I was shooting at the damn thing, so I don't know why.
Save your missiles. That's what you should probably do. Save
Yeah.
up your missiles.
Yeah, I should, but it's like a lot of the hitting that I'm doing here. The thing that I have a problem with video games is that things are not done properly. I like for certain video games, I know like people go like, "Oh, what's not done properly?" Like, I don't like how a lot of these reticles are shit. Like these are a lot of shit reticles.
Older video games struggled when it came to shooting mechanics in general. In fact, that's again another reason why I feel like we should get a from the ground up remake of the OG Ratchet game that follows the original story and not just that shitty ass movie. Because it could actually fix a lot of the problems that this game had.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But again, that's the thing. That's what I want from remakes and reboots. I want like an improved version of stuff, you know? I get why people are against the idea of remakes and reboots and shit because, you know, remakes can sometimes, like if a remake is super successful, it leads to other companies thinking that's all people want. And you know what?
That's not true.
If other companies decide, hey, we're not going to make original shit because people make remakes and reboots, then that's their fucking decision. New companies can come in, new entertainment companies can come in and make original shit.
Well,
as long as the remakes and shit are good, then yeah.
Yeah, my thing about it is that a lot of people are saying that, but a lot of people really don't play enough games to say that. I'm sorry. Like, it gets to a point where it's like, oh, well, we don't want only just remakes. We want new stuff. I'm like, well...
Play the new stuff then.
Play the new stuff then. And it's like, what? Like, you're complaining about it, but you're not showing love to the new stuff then. And then when you get the old stuff, because, like, this is where people started complaining left and right about other games and stuff like that. Like, oh, well, this... Like, because this is exactly what I meant about the fire red and the leaf green conversation, where everybody is probably playing fire red and leaf green. They're like, oh, where's the experience share? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean?
I mean, experience share would be pretty easy to put into the game, considering this is okay. Use your missiles now. You can use your missiles now.
My thing is no, like that's the experience share should not even be a thing in the game, in my opinion.
I mean, it was an option in the original game. I feel like it should be an option in the new one.
No, it's not. It's no. This is the thing is it was never an option in the original game. That's the thing. As I said, now I'm talking about fire red, leaf green. This is Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, that makes sense that they take that out.
Like they never put it in. This is the original game. Everybody's like, where's the experience share? I'm like, bitch, do you know what you're playing right now?
Line it up, and then fire the missiles. Oh, you got them.
Kiss my ass.
Can you believe he gets redeemed in the third game?
Yeah, sort of.
Despite my earlier criticism, I must admit your piloting skills are improving.
Nice.
But that does not help this low-gauge track.
Come on, Clank. Can't you just once relax and enjoy a little success?
A little?
Hey, you want to catch Drek? Bet you this baby can do it.
They don't keep the other ships though. That's what sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, her finger's gone. Look at that.
Oh damn.
Look at her hair. She's got bitten apart.
Will not be dissuaded in his efforts to destroy the galaxy for his own selfish needs. All hope certainly seems lost. Ratchet, Channel 2 News.
Okay.
Channel 2.
Yes, I know. It is worse than I expected, too.
Look, maybe you were right.
Yeah, he was.
A lot bigger than you or me. I was really selfish focusing on Quark.
It is not too late to stop Wreck.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
This new ship. Let's go get him.
Now you are talking.
Cool. Now they're on the same page. Now you both can stop being little bitches and go ahead and get to the next planet. But all right, guys. With this, leave a like, leave a subscribe, turn your notifications, hit that bell, and stay tuned for another episode of TemGameBoyz.
Bag ass.
The abnormal is normal when sweatpants and messy hair become